Hello and welcome to Kitchen Counter Crafts. If you like this video, would you please like, comment, share, and subscribe? And if you will, hit that bell icon and you will be notified of new videos coming out. Well, as I mentioned in a few other videos, I have been cleaning out our study and trying to clean out my craft room. And one of the things that I found was a bunch of bags of UFOs. And UFOs, in case you don't know, are unfinished objects. And really, UFOs for me is basically when people are coming over and I need to clean up my kitchen counter. So, of course, I have a bunch of these, except I didn't quite realize what's in them. And I will tell you, I have not added anything to this. I just kind of briefly looked through it, like just kind of glanced in and took a peek. And so today I'm going to do a grab bag and really do kind of like a spontaneous crafting. Just gonna take a look and see what I've got in here. And that's what I was sitting there thinking, well, what do I do with this? So I think I'm gonna take a look and see where I was and then what I was thinking at that time and really go from there. So join me as I go through this and figure out what was Mona thinking. So one of the first things that I'm looking at here are just cut up envelopes. Looks like, oh, that's a zine. Okay, very nice, very nice. Some paper, some more cut up envelopes. I think maybe I was trying to make some pockets. That's what it looks like to me. With some scraps. So we'll put some pockets on the side. That's what they look like to me now. So there's really some great papers here. And some strips, some ticket strips, and all that. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have? Ooh. So honestly, I've not seen this probably in a couple months. So I really, truly do not know what's all in here or what I was thinking. This paper I haven't seen for a long time, but these are tags that are already made. Did not remember that these were there, so that's good. So it really must have been me cleaning up in a hurry by sticking everything into a bag. What are these? These are just leftovers in squares. Okay, so I've got squares. Maybe I was making more tags with them, don't know. And there's some Hobby Lobby coffee dyed felt things, some other really pretty paper. So I'll put that paper next to this paper. I don't know what to do with these. I'll just set those here. See, I told you this is a grab bag. Oh, okay, I was making little tiny. Ah, good. It's like Hansel and Gretel, just leaving little crumbs reminding me what I was supposed to be doing. Okay, this is all great. So this looks like everything matching and me coloring some papers. And I love me some toile. So toile is great. Looks like I was also photocopying and maybe just coloring up some tickets. So, and they're just on paper. So these are really flimsy. So maybe that's what this cardstock is for. That would work. We'll do that. That's a plan. Here's some more of that beautiful paper. Now what in the world is this? Oh, little tiny sewn pockets. Okay, very nice. More of those. Okay, hey, that is really cute. So am I the only one who has this kind of stuff? Do you do this? Because I know that, many of you have like areas that are dedicated. Mine is, I do have a craft room. Somebody asked me, how come you don't craft in your craft room? Well, it's because I have fear of missing out. Everybody's in the family room and I kind of want to hang out where my family is. And so it's kind of nice to just stick around and do that. This looks like it's from a cigar box. How cool is that? And this is, it's wood. Very cheap wood, but it's wood. That's super cool. That looks so cool in a steampunk journal. Anyway, as I was saying, I kind of have that fear of missing out. And so my craft room's really there to kind of stick my stuff back into. That's hence the bags, I think. Okay, I could like just do a whole video on just me sifting through all this. All right, some really pretty papers, a envelope template, a beautiful cross tag. So I'm gonna put all my tags into one place. How about that? Let's go there. That way at least I got some sense of something. I must have been in the middle of making a clip. Let's make sure I'm arrowed out. Okay, there's an envelope here. That goes with this stuff. Ooh. Oh, man, I remember this. This is a long time ago. And these are just 3x5 cards that I haven't even touched. Okay, those are gorgeous. So and it's just 3x5s, 4x6s. All right, that kind of goes with here. Looks like I must have been working on something Harry Potter-ish for my daughter, who's out of the Harry Potter phase. How about that? So that does me no good. Or maybe it does, just book pages. So I'll set that aside. Here's more tickets, but real ones. Some laundry tags. Okay, so that's like tickets and tags. That's good. Something here, something here, something else here. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, so get out of here. A giant tea bag and some brown. All right, so you know what? I think, oh, how cute. I think that's where I'm going to start. I think I will start at this brown. And we're not even done with this yet. I've got some more brown, some doily, some of this acetate. So I might have been trying to make some windows. Oh, those are really nice. And making some envelopes, I think, out of the Harry Potter pages. Okay, this is what we're going to do then. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, that goes with green. We can use some of that. That's quite nice. We'll put all this together and make something great out of that. Okay, so that's kind of it. The rest looks like crazy, crazy odds and ends. So I'm just going to leave that so that this video is not 80 minutes long. And let's go ahead and start crafting. So sometimes you just need to take a look at old stuff with new eyes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort through this and come right back. Okay, I'm back. So what I did was I just grouped the like things together and kind of put a rubber band around them. And I also put kind of the brighter colors off to the side. And then the only thing I'm adding is 2 fountain pen ink dyed papers. And these are just like the printer checks, you know. So I just took those because it's literally wasted paper and just dyed them with my fountain pen inks. And I grabbed my cutting so that we can see what's going on. So I made a stack of papers and then these lovely cards. So we're going to use that. And I really think that this is my jumping off point, and that is a whole bunch of just grocery sacks. So we're going to make a little tiny notebook. I think that is going to be the way I want to go with this. So we're going to keep that little piece in there. And as you can tell, they're all kind of wonky looking. So I'm just going to give them a good cut. There we go. And here. So it looks like I just kind of maybe was doing some cutting, watching TV or something along those lines, and maybe saving that off for a different day. So the reason why I picked this is mainly because I just dyed these. So really no rhyme or reason to that. But I think they go nicely with it. Let's see what half and half does. That doesn't do it. Maybe I fold them this way. Sure. And what I'm going to do, I kind of like the rough edges. So we're going to, it's going to be a little bit bigger. And I usually eyeball a lot of stuff. It's kind of rough looking. I could have cut that or ripped it, but I'm just gonna cut. Add those to my strips over there. Tear and fold. All right, so that's just one 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And I'm going to, since I have like just 4 of them, I'm just gonna scatter them here and there. 2, every other one, I think. Go. And 2 more. So this is just going to be one signature. It may be a thick little signature, but it's just a tiny little notebook. Put one in the middle. Okay, so there's those papers. And then, don't know what that is. Don't know what that is either. And I think I need a cover. So that's just more grocery sack. And what's a good cover? Let's see. I don't think I have any cardstock here. So let me, oh, yes I do. That's it. I was gonna look at this for a lovely cardstock. So these are really interesting. I have not looked at them. They're kind of shiny on the back. I'm not sure I like that, but hey, I bought these for $1.49, so can't beat that. I think they're like picture frame backings or something along those lines. That one's not bad. That one's very mild and subdued. That one would be nice for a... Okay, you know what? Let's go with that instead. Nope, that's too... Well, that would work too for the front. All right. So if I cut that in half, that should work. I'm just gonna fold this, make a crease, and cut. And that is exactly the cardboard that I need to make my little book here. I like that. So we're going to just take this and glue it down. And again, I'm just working with scraps here. So like all of that could go in the trash. I don't think it would matter because it's not really anything. It's like leftovers from a project or something along those lines. Okay, so there's something that I've been doing that is gluing down some fabric before you put on a back cover. So that would be a nice way to do a closure for this. Although I don't know if I need it all the way around. Maybe not. Let's not do that. Let's just go for this right now. Maybe do this one to the back. No, let's keep it to the front. Okay. So all I'm doing is adding some cardstock so that if you throw this into a purse, it's not gonna just be bent up like crazy. And I'm also just gonna trim the edges that are sticking out, or I might not, I don't know yet. So we're just going to do that. So now it's already looking like a notebook, which is great. And there are some paper sticking out on the top. Not worried about that. I don't mind them looking a little rough. Then I was thinking about this for the front because it's absolutely beautiful, or maybe a little bit of this. Let's go with this. I like this. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, So I'm going to cut off a little bit because I don't want too much of that to be gone. So I'm just going to keep using this here. Okay. So that's half covered. And then, so the cover's kind of coming along nicely. I can maybe even put a little tab or something here. Maybe a little lace or some fabric, or I know I found some tissue here. Just a little bit of coffee dyed tissue. This is just from like Valentine's gifts, and so just add a little bit of tissue here, just like that. Okay. And maybe you need to see this a little bit better. So that's what's going on so far. And then in between, so I still have this stack of papers here with some butterflies and things like that. I was going to use that for the outside covers, but really now I think I can add some of this to the inside. So let's see, add that right here. And then this one. Has a bird. Fold it in this direction then, and add it towards the front. Oh, the cutting or the glue kind of grabs some of the pages. Okay. And since the bird's on top, I don't want to accidentally cut that, so I'm going to just trim a little bit. There we go. Okay. So this notebook is almost done. And there are other pieces of paper here that I think would look really nice on the inside as like a pocket or something like that. So let's just go ahead and add that. Is that going to be a pocket? This is more of a card that would hold up to being a pocket. So let's do that one. And that is my dog drinking water, if you can hear that on the sound. Where did my hole punch go? There we go. All right, so here's a semicircle cut and just a quick little pocket. Oh yeah, I like to hold it here because sometimes I accidentally glue the parts that are supposed to be open. So I found that if I punch a hole and then I kind of grab it where the hole punch is, it's so much better. And it's really humid where I live, so my glue's like going crazy. Okay, so I'm not going to be cutting off the front of the cardstock because it's going to get covered up here with this. Where did my piece of paper go that I was going to... There we go. That's going to remind me that there's a pocket and I need to do something with that. And then on the back, let's do another pocket. Do I do the same one? No, it's not going to fit. Oh, I'm off the camera. Ha, never mind. Okay, so on the back, there's something left. I hope you were able to see that where I was doing that. I came in really tight there. And then you can't really see what I'm doing. So I apologize for that. Okay, so I have other papers, but you know what? I think this is pretty good. I am going to go in and maybe add a couple pockets. I still want to do a pocket here. Let's do a pocket here. Let's do that one. Oh, I know what I want to do. Do this. How cute is that? I don't know what to do with that one. Well, I have these that I found in the bag and they're ready to go pockets. Look at that. You know what? We can just glue that down. let's do that. That'll be a very quick little pocket since it's already done. And we're going to do it sideways. I know that probably makes some of you crazy, but I'm going to risk it. And I'm going to put one of these in. Sometimes I just stick some paper into these pockets because it then reminds me to go back in and add a tag. What in the world? I hope that's a pocket. Did I glue it? Oh no, it's kind of semi-glued in there. Okay. Go in already then. Okay, it's not gonna behave. Just put this in here for now. There. So yes, it's sticking out, but we're just gonna assume that we know that's a pocket. All right, so to put this notebook together, what we are going to do is actually add another page. Yeah, I'm not done yet. I want something in the middle. There we go. That's it. Okay. So I have some of this crochet yarn and a needle that's usually ready to go. Oh, I had some of that there too. Okay. And then what I do is I just do 3 holes. Okay. So I do 1 and then 2. I don't measure. And then a 3rd hole somewhere here. Now, if you want to put charms on the outside, then you go in from the outside. So let's do that. So I'm going to take this and I just move the whole thing. Okay, so if you ever have that happen, that happens actually quite a bit if you don't use clips. You can just use your awl and just kind of stick that back in and it'll jimmy them together for you. Okay, so I put it in from the outside and then I just hold on to that. You're going to go back in. It's like a figure 8 and it's actually very easy and it does a great job for notebooks. And after that, I cut and trim and do whatever else that I need to do. So I actually give it a good tug. Then I go back in here through that little portion and then I tie a knot. And I'm sure some of you have much better ways of doing this. There we go. And then I tie these 2 together. And then I cut after I'm all done. And I just did a double loop, which is called a surgeon's knot. And usually that will not budge. At least I hope it doesn't budge for your surgeon. All right, there we go. So there's a tiny little notebook that I made just from leftovers and scraps. There's a pocket here and a pocket there, a pocket here and a pocket there. And then I'm going to use some of these other pieces here and there. And I think because it's got like, you know, a little bit of a green theme, I'll just add some things here and there. I also found some of these really pretty cards in here that I may make a little pocket for as well. And then I found this little card and I can add that. And it's a tiny little junk journal, or you can just even stick this in your purse. And if this part bothers you, how uneven it is, you can always just trim it off at the end. I don't mind it. I kind of like seeing all the little pieces of paper, but here, I know some of you are kind of cringing because it's not even matching up at all. So we'll just go like this, and that is it. That's how easy that is. But you can just take and grab scraps and see what you can come up with. And if you have just UFOs hanging out, just gather them up with fresh eyes and see what kind of speaks to you and what you can do with that. And you might find some really pretty things in there that would lend themselves really well to something else that you're making. So I hope that was a fun little grab bag project. And if you have something like this in your area, you know, that you're trying to clean up and maybe fix up, then do share with me, so that I don't feel like I'm like all alone in all this mess. But you know, just tell me what you do and what are your secrets on how you clean up and tidy up and bust some scraps. So until the next time, bye.